They have actually creeped up a bit higher now. 402,000 is the number that we're seeing here again for the week ending November 26th. The expectation was for 390,000. The revision for the prior week is also higher at 396,000. Also, continuing claims are creeping up higher as well to 3.7 million claims. And let me get to Dom. Dom, are we seeing any market reaction so far?
We are seeing a bit of market reaction, and it's been a pretty not volatile, I guess is the best way to put it, trading session, a very stable trading session. Futures were, just before the number came out, about 1 point to the upside for the S&P. You can see just 1 point to the downside right now, so still in this holding pattern. Dow Jones futures, we'll call it flat. NASDAQ futures, you could call it pacing gains, if you can even call it that, up about 0.1%. Like you can see here, S&P futures really have been just around this flat line all session. We'll see if that continues. The Treasury side, though, we do see interest rates ticking just down a little bit, but they are still to the upside as people start to kind of get away from Treasuries, sell those off and go back into some stocks. But we'll wait and see what happens with the rest of the trading day, Betty.
Okay, Dom, thank you. And Mike, give us the real deal on these numbers.
Well, Betty, it sounds terrible because it's back over 400,000, but it's really kind of meaningless because the movement, the amount of movement, about 5,000 additional jobless claims really doesn't mean much statistically. And if you look at the non-seasonally adjusted numbers, there was a big drop, almost 70,000. You're down at 370,000 non-seasonally adjusted. So that tells us that we're not really seeing any deterioration in the labor market. It's not really about jobless claims, though. It's all about the payrolls report for November. And remember, the jobless claims numbers were going down through the month of November, so tomorrow's numbers perhaps have that upside risk. We're still looking for stronger growth than we've seen in the last couple of months. When the payrolls report comes out tomorrow, we'll get a better read at 10 o'clock this morning when we get the ISM manufacturing numbers. The overall index is supposed to be up, but everybody's going to look at the employment component to that as well, see if manufacturers are hiring. ADP yesterday said they are. We'll see if we get any kind of confirmation of that, Betty.
All right, we'll watch for that. Thank you, Mike.